Let's continue studying the law of attraction. The law of attraction is the most powerful law in the universe, and it simply states what you think about, you bring about. Why? Because thoughts are things. See, the way the universe works must be understood. And the amazing thing to me is how this is a mystery. And I believe that the great I am, the creator, the great wise one, and I don't know what your belief system is, but we believe in infinite intelligence called God. Jesus called him the Father. We believe that he has provided clues to how things work. But these things are mysteries, and you have to seek in order to find. In fact, revelation, the very word revelation means to uncover. And revelation is an older biblical word, but today we'd use the word insight. And insight means to have sight within, to see into. And the law of attraction is an insight. So we want to help you to gain the insight and help you to understand how to operate in the law of attraction. As within, so without, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. That refers to a woman as well. Okay, ladies, we're not leaving you out. The law of attraction. Now, the law of attraction, I'm reading some from my book. We are going line upon line through this entire book. 31 Days of the Law of Attraction. If you want to get a copy and follow along with me, go to our website and get the copy there at atlantanewthought.com. And you will gain more, I believe, by reading, writing, making notes, and so on, highlighting and all that. Or you can get the ebook, which you can use as it has a digital diary. And I like this concept where you can type in your thoughts in the diary area. Anyway, the law of attraction, we said, is the key to attracting whatever we want. When we are wealthy, our energy field for wealth is far and wide. We think and act with complete conviction that we are worthy, special, deserving, competent, invincible, and unstoppable. Now let's think about this. Have you ever seen a wealthy person? How do they behave? They act like they're uppity, like they own the world. Well, that's a part of what's attracting the wealth. Now, I'm not advocating arrogance and pride and, talking down to people or looking down on people. But on the other hand, how do poor people act? Like they don't belong. You see a poor person walking into like a Ritz-Carlton hotel, you can tell the people that know they belong there and the people that are wondering, what are we doing in here? They said when you go to a restaurant and they don't have prices on the menu, you got it. That's when you start saying, where's Burger King, baby? I'll get me a Whopper. You know what I mean? And get full. But we've gone to restaurants where there's no price on the menu. One guy said one time, what does it matter? If you have to ask the price, you shouldn't be in here. It kind of embarrassed a group of guys. These guys go out there thinking they're high rollers. But anyway, wealthy people act wealthy. That's a part of attracting wealth. It's a field of energy. And that's why I'm teaching this, because we need to understand how to flow in the field. We went on to say in our book, we believe that this world is our oyster and that we can do, be, and have anything we want. And our personal history confirms it. But on the contrary, the poor act poor and they even become poor. Because that's the law of attraction. What you think about, you bring about. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. You're bringing the stuff to you by thinking. This is why I want you to develop what I call prosperous thinking. If you have never read Catherine Ponder's books, The Millionaires of the Bible, you need to get on assignment and start reading those books. The Millionaires of the Bible. And reading those books will remove from you all of this piety about poverty. She shows very clearly that the great I am, the creator, wants you rich. What do we think about most when we are poor? We are thinking about poverty. What did we think about most? What do we think about most when we are prosperous? We're thinking about prosperity. Have you noticed that prosperous people think and talk about prosperity, while poor people think and talk about poverty? This is why in your house, in your family, stop the complaining, stop the poor mouthing, and start speaking positively. I need to stay in love here. I made a commitment to teach this message with love. And some of you may say, I don't know what you mean. You're pretty cool. You know, man, you should have heard me in the earlier days, or you should not have heard me. That some of my messages were so harsh, I couldn't listen to them. When I'm listening to this thing, it's like, man, back off of the people, bro. Okay, but I want to be a loving teacher. We're going to have some fun teaching this, and I'm glad we're doing this. All right. What do we think about most? The moment right now, as well as every moment, is important. Now is important because we live in the eternal now, the power of now. So what are we saying? You need to start thinking prosperity now. Stop thinking about your wants. Stop thinking about your lack. Stop thinking about your need and start thinking prosperity. And one way you do this is by engaging your vision board. In fact, if you don't have a vision board, I encourage you to develop one. You say, well, how do you make a vision board? First of all, one of the simplest ways to do it today is on your computer, your PC, or whatever kind of tablet you have. And you just go to a blank sheet and get images of the things you desire, the car, the home, the vacation, the jewelry. I'm talking about vision. I'm talking about not just going by sustenance. You know, I'm not just talking about, oh, I've got a vision to get groceries this week. Well, so do the birds. Okay. And they're going to eat. In fact, God feeds the birds. So why should you be worried about eating? But I'm talking about living an exemplary life, an extraordinary life, an unprecedented life. So now you put those things on your vision board, like I have on my vision board, Fiji, a trip to Fiji, a trip to Hawaii, and a trip to another place. You know, there's places that you just don't go every week, and I've been to Hawaii. So it's not like, but I like going back, okay? Especially Maui. I'm not a big island guy. A lot of people I like to go and chill in the Maui area. It's beautiful there. A good place for writing and thinking and meditating. All right. So you might put the car you desire. I won't tell you what car I have on mine, but your dream car. Don't just put a Toyota Camry on there. If that's your dream car, fine. But why not go for the car you really want? The Lamborghini or whatever, the Ferrari or whatever. And you may not be into cars. I mean, there may be a Ford truck. I know a very wealthy friend. He says, I drive a truck, man. That's all I want is a truck. I said, well, good. Enjoy the truck. I like nice cars. Okay. Now, so you put the stuff on the vision board and you put little I am captions like, I am enjoying driving my new Porsche 911. I am enjoying living in my $2.5 million home. I am enjoying 3 grand resort vacations to exotic places annually. I'm talking about dreaming. I want to challenge you to dream. Now, what do? You look at this at least once a day. I like to call it your workshop. You do this in the morning. You look at it at least once a day. And it's best if you do it during the day and again at night just before you go to bed. And you start visualizing yourself enjoying those end results. Now, when you do that, folks, you're going to stop focusing on your wants because now you're focused on your desires. Does that make sense? Well, thank you so much for studying with me. Visit us on the World Wide Web at atlantanewthought.com. And I encourage you to get your copy of the Law of Attraction Basics. And may the great I Am expand your life until your destiny is fulfilled. Peace.